you the truth. What is truth? It's what you want it to be.
Welcome back, guys. Game 3 here of the night for TGB Open League Series 13 Round 4. I'm Funky AU. I'll be taking you through this last game here of the night. We're back on Vikendi here again. We've already seen wins tonight to Rogue Elite in Game 1. And then Vengeance coming through in Game 2 on Sandhawk. It's been a good night for Vengeance. Last week wasn't so flash for those guys. Cost them a fair bit in the standings overall. We've got the standings up there at the moment on screen. So that's as of last week. That hasn't been updated from games 1 and 2. But that's as of last week. So Vengeance have had a first and a second so far tonight. So they would have closed the gap onto SS. SS haven't had a ripping good night tonight. They've lost guys early on. And they've sort of been left with solos for much of the games. And I'm not sure, have they even had a top 5? They may have scraped in for a top 5. But with not many kills. So SS, not a good night. Vengeance, though, they would have closed that gap on the scoreboard there. And to those couple of guys in chat that have been having a couple of bets along the way. Good to see them getting involved. Betting putting a couple of subs on the line. Love to see it. And much appreciated to those guys that have subbed there early on. So yeah, thank you again. So I've got the scoreboard up so you guys can have a good look at all the teams there. Jump into, check out these guys from the collective. Oh, sorry, on board with SS at the moment. But the collective are getting involved. And again, SS, they lose one early. Mirage Flare is also knocked. And they're probably going to lose him as well. So the team we were just talking about really having a bad night tonight, SS. As Sandy Cervix comes across. Alternatum looking for Mirage Flare there. These two teams dropping in here. The collective and SS Gaming. The collective. Good to see these guys in their first night here in this comp. So working with these guys. They're on the board early. They're going to have a couple of kills here to start off. They did better in Game 2. Game 1 wasn't the greatest, but they certainly did better in Game 2. So Alternatum there with 2 now. Game 2, I think they got cleaned up by Chowie's meat shields. And Chowie's were looking pretty good in Game 2. So they ran into Vengeance, who went on to win that Game 2 game. Ocker there in the distance. But Pirates coming in. So Psychotic Surgeons making their way in onto this fight. Only 3. They had Huzzy earlier on. I'm not sure where Huzzy's gone. Had a PC crash, I think. So he mustn't have been able to recover from that. So Psychotic Surgeons, they would have had 4 here if they had Huzzy in. But back to 3 again. Ocker, just the backside of the rock. He's already set up for sniping here. Gotta land. He'll land one of these here, surely. Oh, no, he won't. Sandy Cervix puts him down. That one right into the face. Oh. But Pirates and Atticus, they had bailed out, but they've turned around. Atticus coming in on foot now. Sandy Cervix is going to run out there for the flush. Oh, Viet Bomb steals it. But Pirates comes in. It is put down low. Alternatum could get another one here. Is SS going to try and steal this one? Oh, yeah. Oh, Alternatum just gets it there. Has 3 now for the collective. SS trying to third party this. Huggy coming across the top. Oh, Atticus though. Picking up the angles, but searching him out. Atticus last alive here for Psychotic Surgeons. 13 teams, 44 alive. Bit of that scoreboard for now. So SS reduced to 2. Psychotic Surgeons down to 1. Let's have a look at their zone. Pretty central here. We haven't looked at all these teams yet. Rusty Trombones way up to the northeast. Elusive has already made his way in. Oh, Huggy goes. Oh, can't quite land that one. Went for the straight end with the Uzi. Hoping for a knock there as the snow bite comes through. So TDQ have the castle. Rogue just across the water. Rogue always seem to be getting sniped at. And there it is again. And again, TDQ get a knock from across the water. This seems to be a regular occurrence here on Vikendi. TDQ, they land castle, Rogue land across the water. And TDQ always find some kind of DMR or sniper and they just start railing into Rogue across. And this isn't the first time we've seen a knock across the water onto Rogue. TDQ seem to make it out of here, usually in one piece. Was it last week or maybe the week before? I think Rogue actually pushed onto them and tried to hold them up at the bridge here. I think that paid off. I can't quite remember the outcome, but I think Rogue made it out of that. I think Rusty Trombones actually came across the edge of the water from that. They rotated in from the south, if I remember that correctly. Someone will have to correct me if I'm wrong there. I think that's how it worked out. So Chowies are set up nicely just to the north of the castle there, just south of Pod. Crack Street Boys, again, very central for Crack Street Boys. They've got the 3 there. Joker's up at Mount Kresnik. RM Cannabis, previously been our Vikendi specialists, but probably not in the last couple of weeks. And we see that shift into our Phase 2 zone. And Crack Street Boys again, dead center. They were dead center on Sandhawk in Game 2. And Gaft came out with a big 9 kills. I'll tell you what, we were willing him on to get to that 10. Couldn't quite get there though. They came out in second place, but it was a rampaging Vengeance. Vengeance had the full squad up. And they just collapsed in on Crack Street Boys, and they just couldn't hold them off. So Gaft left on 9 kills there. Hit My Pan also coming in from the Cosmodrome area. They regularly land along that frozen river. Vengeance, who have just been speaking of, who are looking the goods tonight through games 1 and 2. And they're just sitting outside Pod there, looking across. Chowies with a little bit of a 2-2 split. TDQ, a couple have pushed across the bridge here. So Rogue have missed them there. Rogue have wandered up a bit further. And a crate comes down. And Crack Street Boys, they are all over that. They'll be down. They'll be there as soon as it hits the ground. Stink Rat's good move here into Villa. Jump across on to Whiffy as this crate comes down. They will smoke that out. Down she comes. What are the goodies? It's got an AUG. Straight away, Death Badger into them, and Gaft gets put down. I won't want that, the Crack Street Boys. Gaft with a big 9 kills gets put down straight away as he wanders into that crate. Jam Gucci. He's going to want to get some height here. He's going to want to look across there. That's what he's doing. Pulls into this 2-stack. It's a little bit tricky to shoot out of. He's going to have to... Oh. It's going to be very hard to trick. Very hard. He was looking for a balcony. He's given up. Given that up. Still manages to get some eyes on though. So Gaft and Whiffy, they've made their way into that crate. Death Badger put down. So Rogue, they do pick one up there. Chowies are looking down at them though. Lord Pat Aussie Trooper make their way across from Castle. Pretty quiet around the rest of the map there. Atticus has made in the solo there at the moment for Psychotic Surgeons. Vengeance still needs to cross the water. They'll want to get that done sooner rather than later. In fact, they're going to swim it. They must be worried about Podvosto here. I mean, even if they'd crossed under the bridge, would have been better than nothing. Well, probably would have been better than swimming. This is... I mean, it could be risky. Chowies are here. They could... If anyone was watching the backside, Chappie Gilmore, in fact, is actually looking that direction now. Could well spot them. Cherry up here, up close and personal with Rogue. Wants to get these guys sorted out and out of the way. Grenade comes in, but that's going to land outside here. Atticus picking up a knock there. Oh, in fact, getting rid of Gaff there. So Atticus picks one up for Psychotic Surgeons. Jokers are looking... they got some good high ground up there at Mount Kresnik. RM Cannabis. Rusty Trombones. Hit My Pen. Those guys all need to make a move here. Still on board with Cherry for Chowie's Meat Shields. Shadow Knife. Putting a little bit of pressure on to Rogue as well here. Trying to search them out. Be pretty careful here. No one can really see. Happy Gilmore's yet to come across. And Adzi knocking Infamous there. A little bit of pressure now onto Rogue. They're dropping their own teammates here. Cherry moves, has a good look inside that front door here. Boy, Infamous goes straight down. Shadow Knife comes in. Oh, what a push there. Chowie comes across as well. All of a sudden, Rogue disappear. They're the first team out. They won game 1. And all of a sudden, their first team eliminated here in game 3. Good push by Chowies. They're playing really well tonight. 5 kills already here. 14 minutes. Running into phase 3. Chowies have 5. And they picked up... did they get to 10 kills in last game? The Collective with the rotate. They've already gone past one compound. Happy Gilmore still back here. Or is he bailing out of that? Here's a vehicle pull up. It is only the 2. 2v1. Chowies... The rest of the team are going to rotate back this way. Provide a bit of support for Happy Gilmore here. More than capable, though, Happy Gilmore to take these 2. Oh, Sandy Cervix so in the open. Could have easily got the spray down there. Not confident, though, maybe with the barrel. Oh, surrounded. Happy Gilmore. He's going to have to take the spray here. Sandy Cervix comes in. Needs to get the flush. Ultimatum is there. Oh, put down Happy Gilmore. There he does it. Picks them both up. As I said, more than capable. And he does get the job done. Rest of Chowies get across here. 7 now for these guys. Getting on board with Jokers now because Hit My Pen have wandered up. Found themselves in a lot of pressure. 2 knocks. Dinky Sabbath, Supernova down. Numb Chicken there. Burticus. Knows Numb Chicken's somewhere down there. Look in that direction. Red Wolf getting 1 knock there. Not sure who picked that up, that other one. Eleven teams, 33 alive. We go into phase 4. It goes back south towards TDQ. SS sitting on a crate. Huggy the Beast picking up that MK. I know someone's got money on SS in this game. Jay Stone, I think Scotty's bets on SS. They lost too early on. They could still make it up. I think they're betting on whoever's team finishes highest. So I believe Jay Stone's got SS. TD and Billy's got TDQ. And Hit My Pen, they are eliminated. Burticus with a couple there. Red Wolf the 1. So Joker's with 3, but they've got a couple 100 meters to move. RM Cannabis, they've been pretty quiet. Nothing for them. Making their way in, they've got 4 up. Crack Street Boys still very central here. Stink Rats down that bottom side coming out of Villa. No kills for them. TDQ did lose 1. Death Badger they've lost. Lord Pat picking up the 1 kill. They only had to move across from the castle. They haven't gone far. Rusty Trombones have made that rotate down the east side. Cooper Love's men's been... that's a disconnect. Can we get some F's in chat for Cooper Loves Men? Oh, wait. He stopped. Has he rejoined? He's... No, I think he's gone. Disconnected properly. F's in chat for Cooper Loves Men. We shall see. He's a long way back from the rest of the Rusty Trombones. Blacksmith gets up there. Cherry up! Cherry's down. Blacksmith gets the flush straight away. Big hit there. Blacksmith walks straight into Chowie. Chowie burst him straight away. Shadow Knife's walked out. All of a sudden, Chowies are down to 2 here. Blacksmith goes. They've been sure to get these flushes straight up here. Elusive and Butcher Steve. Unfortunately, Cooper Loves Men had that disconnect. Molly, here's Butcher Steve move here. Needs to get that spray out through the wall. They've both pushed around that side. A little bit of rotate there. Oh, TDQ are getting a third party on this fight. Oh, Chowie with the pre-spray there. Pinned in here, but TDQ are going to come across. Butcher Steve cocks a throwable there. Right to that corner. Oh, Happy Gilmore is down. Chowie's under pressure. 8 kills. TDQ trying to come in and get a piece of this. They've only got 1 here. They want to get some more. They need to get some more kill points here. Oh, Lord Pat just lands a 1 on the head there. Elusive needs to get a... Oh, he won't be happy if that picks him up, Elusive. That's landed on his head. That's going to get him. That'll be a no to grenades in the chat. Wait for this to come out. And a second one that finishes him off. He's not going to be happy with that. Is Butch still up? Oh, it's got them both, in fact. Grenades clearing the room. Lord Pat with 3. TDQ with 4. They come in. Third party that fight. And Chowies have disappeared there as well. I'm not sure if Jam Gucci had picked up one of the Chowies there, but they're gone. That would be out in 8 for them. We go to phase 5. It goes away from TDQ here. Somewhere along the way, SS have been eliminated, so Jay Stone loses his bet there. But we're down to 7 teams. 16 alive. 20 minutes gone on the game clock here. RM Cannabis. They've run into some trouble along the way here. They do have a kill, but... Is it Stink Rats that have... No, it's not the Stink Rats. I'm not sure where RM Cannabis have lost guys to. I don't know where... It's not to the Crack Street boys. They've got no kills. And it wasn't to the Stink Rats. They've got no kills. So where did RM Cannabis lose guys? Unless it was to SS. Oh, they're going to walk up here into Crack Street, boys. They're going to be right... Oh, they're in the open. RM Cannabis not in a very good spot here. Oh, matey holds the shot. Oh, he really needed to rip into Exterminator. Didn't matter. Whiffy comes around and gets it. And an Escapology gets the other one there as RM Cannabis. Not a good night for them on Vikendi. They go down. So Stink Rats, they've got a couple alive. Mr. Whiffy catches sight. Just the 1 kill here. They did lose Gaffed. Vengeance, 3 alive. No kills for these guys. They've been having a good night, but quiet here in game 3. 20 seconds out from phase 6 here. Vengeance looking down the hill to TDQ. Be careful here though. Jokers. They'll hear this. Seconds out from phase 6. Where's this going to go? Who's this favouring? Vengeance will be happy with this. Jokers are going to have to move into that compound next to them. Atticus, last one up for Psychotic Surgeons. He was just watching that backside up Mount Kresnik. 2 kills for Atticus. Whiffy and old matey for Crack Street boys. Look down the hill towards the Stink Rats. Lord Pat put down there by Chaos. Damn Gucci. Needs to get in. That zone's going to be pushing at his back there in 15 seconds. It is pretty close. Searching out Vengeance. Also got to be careful of this south side of the zone. A little bit of a low spot around the bottom side of this bit of a rise here. Any rocks and trees to play off here. Whether the stink rats will rotate around here. Could be the play for them, or whether they actually try and push into this bit of a compound. Could be both these pairs looking at this compound. Another knock on a TDQ. Jam Gucci was caught in the open there, trying to get across. Lots of smoke out to pick up Jam. Oh, pan save onto Aussie Trooper. Safe res in behind that tree with a bucket load of smoke out. They're probably going to want to smoke to get back here, though. Lord Pat just trying to get some pressure out. Back up the hill to a Vengeance. Just the 4 kills there. Joker's with the sneak in here. It's Chaos watching this backside. Not really. I was watching down the hill a bit, but Jokers have managed to sneak into the backside of this compound. Vengeance totally unawares that they're here. Atticus soloing. 44 seconds away from phase 7. With your old matey not fast. Stink Rats, they have made that move around the south side here. Wandered into those rocks. TDQ up the hill in front. Escapology trying to find them here. Vader looking back towards Crack Street, boys. Fair bit of room to move on this side of the zone here. If these guys can get rid of Atticus there, Crack Street boys can pretty much let the other teams fight it out. Maybe get into a top 3. Still 6 teams up. Less than 10 seconds away from phase 7 here. Or Chaos is pushing back towards the Jokers. He's going to run right into them, is he? Oh, they've let him get into that building. Oh, the Stink Rats. I think they've tried to push TDQ in the south, and they go out in 6th place. And another knock down there onto them. Oh, Chaos. Risky here. All the Jokers are sitting back here. Oh, Burticus should get him here. Slow. It was Red Wolf that gets him. Tasker's going to come around. Red Wolf searches him out. Oh, a Destria around the backside. Can he get 2? No, he can't. Red Wolf gets that flush. Oh, Red Wolf on 3 hit points. He can't take that fight. Burticus has got to take it. Task is still 50% health. Oh, the Blue's coming in. Red Wolf, he's got to get away from that. He's got to get that med off. Oh, what are we? Phase 7. This is going to chunk. It does chunk. Burticus is going to get caught out here. Task is just going to gatekeep him. Too easy there. Joker's getting caught out there. May get this res off. Oh, that Blue, she creeps in. I think he's going to get him up here. So Vengeance, oh, they're only sitting on 2 kills. TDQ all of a sudden in with a good chance here. 7 now. Jam and Lord Pat with 3 each. 4 teams. 7 alive. Vengeance have 2. Psychotic Surgeon's only the 1. Atticus just been quite up there. Could get wrapped up here. He's going to hear these Vengeance guys come, surely. Is he going to stay prone? No. He's going to get up. He's going to get up. And he's going to get put down. Task comes around. That Blue pushes them in, but I think they're just in here. Just safe. Just safe, Vengeance are. Yep. Not 3 teams. 2 teams. Task thought about a grenade. It's a 3v2 here. Smoke out. Lord Pat Not sure if he's wanting to actually move somewhere or cover a side. He needs Jam Gucci to come across. Smoke for Jam to get across. For TDQ, they've got a couple of buildings here. 3v2. Who's going to take this one? There's a good pick earlier here by Billy, I think, in the chat at the start of the game. He did pick TDQ to finish higher than SS, and they've more than done that. Will it be TDQ? Will it be Vengeance? Place your bets here. Lots of smoke out from Vengeance. TDQ eyeing these guys off. So much smoke from Vengeance. Look at it all down the hill there. Look at the rotate on the other side though. Aussie Trooper and Gem. They're going to push up around. They're just following. So much smoke there. Lord Pat just has to keep them occupied here as Aussie Trooper and Jam, they push right around here, trying to wrap up Vengeance. Boost go out, 8 kills. Vengeance only with 3. Vengeance have been top 2 every game here tonight. They've pushed onto the Harvester here, both here. Grenades come into play. Jam Gucci gets spotted out there. Oh, they're getting pinched here. They are getting pinched. Got to be careful. Lord Pat sees chaos. Jam Gucci gets task. I think it was underneath the Harvester. TDQ through with the win. 10 kills for TDQ. Game 3 goes to TDQ. Jam Gucci leading from the front there. 5 for him. Lord Pat, the 4. Those two guys getting the last couple. Aussie Trooper chipping in there with the 1. Vengeance. They are picking up some points tonight. Has this got Vengeance to the top of the leaderboard? Chuck those scores up there. That's from last week. So that's the gap from SS to Vengeance. And SS, they have not had a good night tonight. There they are down in 8th. They did get 4 kills, but way down in 8th place there. And the first 2 games also weren't too flash for them. And Vengeance, top 2. I think they were 2nd in game 1, 1st in game 2, and 2nd in game 3. So big night from Vengeance. Not so many kills here, but this could well have closed the gap. So scores will be interesting. So you'll have to keep an eye on the Discord and on the Gaming Battlegrounds Facebook page, because that's where the scores go up. They'll be up within 24 hours. Crack Street Boys up into 3rd. They had a big game 2 tonight. Gaff going off with 9 kills. They lost him earlier here in game 3, so it was only Mr. Whiffy there with a 1 for them. But up into 3rd anyway. And Psychotic Surgeons for their first night. 4th place for them. Welcome to the comps of Psychotic Surgeons, and also welcome to the Collective new team in tonight. Good to have a couple of new teams joining us. Alright, that is us done for TGB Open League tonight. Season 13 round 4 is all over for now. We've got 2 rounds left for the season, so it's going to be close there at the top of the table. A quick shout out to our sponsor Landu. They're a gaming group out of Melbourne. Make sure you get along. Check out their Facebook page. They do LAN events in Melbourne. They've also been at the show. Not sure if they're. I don't think they're at PAX. They probably went to PAX. Probably met a few people. But they're at the Melbourne show recently as well. They give away prizes, put on LAN events. Check out their Facebook page. Give them a like, and that'd be much appreciated by us and them. All right, I'm going to chuck a quick host across to someone. Make sure you jump in, say good day, chuck them a follow. And aside from that, we will see everyone next week. Same time, right here, for some more ripping good games here in TGB Open League. I'm Funky AU. I'll see you again soon. Good night.